Hello, thanks for joining us for this video briefing by Oxford Economics Africa. My name is 𝘴𝘦𝘬𝘢𝘴𝘵𝘪𝘀, Head of Africa Macro, and I'm joined by Zaynab Hoosen, who is our political analyst. Today we're going to talk about Sudan. So a month ago in mid-April, war broke out between the National Army and the Rapid Support Forces. Zaynab, what's happening on the ground now?
So what we've seen is that fighting between the National Army and the RSF has intensified in recent days. The army is headed by Sudan's de facto president 𝘴𝘦𝘳𝘪𝘤𝘦𝘤𝘢 𝘴𝘦𝘳𝑚, and the RSF paramilitary group is headed by the vice president 𝘴𝘦𝘳𝘷𝘪𝘤𝘦, who is better known as 𝘴𝘦𝘳𝘬𝘬𝑚𝑒𝑡𝑖. Both of them think that they can win this fight, and they've actually gone all in recent days, and fighting is concentrated in the Khartoum capital city, as well as in Omdurman and in Bahri. There's also fighting in Western Darfur, which is worrying because that is a region that was part of a deadly civil conflict about 20 years ago.
All right, and over the past month we've seen a few efforts of negotiation, some peace talks. The progress hasn't been what we want it to be, but have we learned anything from these talks and these engagements?
Yes, so the major thing that we've learned is that neither Burhan or 𝘴𝘦𝘳𝑚𝑒𝑡𝑖 are willing to back down, and that they are willing to fight until the very end. They've both made it clear that their participation in these talks is merely for humanitarian purposes and not to actually negotiate an end to the fighting. This means that the fighting could drag on for very long, which will have negative consequences for the entire region.
Yeah, so the social costs are severe, we know this. Have we got an idea of what the economic implications will be?
Yes, we have an idea of what it could be. We weren't optimistic about Sudan's economic situation before the fighting broke out, but now this has just made it a lot worse. We now expect the economy to contract by 2.4% this year, and the situation on the ground is just devastating. We expect there to be forex shortages, we expect the exchange rate to depreciate, and the war efforts will be very expensive, which will weigh on fiscal finances. And in the absence of Western budgetary support, as well as other grants from international multilateral organizations, it will be difficult to fund it, and this might result in the central bank printing a lot of money, and that will also have negative implications for the Sudanese pound value.
So it's a very weak economy facing another big contraction and high inflation after years of very high inflation. So the implications for Sudan are of course severe, both humanitarian and economic, but are there any geopolitical concerns outside of Sudan?
Yes, so Sudan is located in a very strategic position. It straddles the Nile River, and it is also kind of located at a crossroads between Africa and the Middle East. And over the years, both Burhan and 𝘴𝘦𝘳𝑚𝑒𝑡𝑖 have built relations with international stakeholders. And some states have actually built a close relationship with both of them, and I think this will put them in a difficult position. One of these is Saudi. So Saudi Arabia relies on 𝘴𝘦𝘳𝑚𝑒𝑡𝑖's RSF for troops for its war efforts in Yemen. But it has also built a close relationship with Burhan over the years, and has actually helped with a lot of the debt relief efforts that Sudan was going through. And then we've also got Egypt, who's become very close with Sudan, mainly because of its dispute with Ethiopia regarding the Nile River Dam. And Sudan is seen as an indispensable ally for Egypt in this situation, because they associate the water in the Nile River with not only water security but also national security. And the longer this war drags on, the higher the chances that various international players will be pulled into the conflict, and they might opt to tip the balance in their partner's favor.
All right, thanks Zaynab. For more on Zaynab's analysis, please go to our website, oxfordeconomics.com. Thanks again for joining. Bye-bye.